We good? We good? I'm hoping we're good. Yeah? I can see that we've got some volume. I could be wrong though. You never know. Sup shitters, my name is Logan, aka Spiderhands, and welcome to the Jay Chou The Era album number 10 live stream. It's pretty wild that we're at number 10. We've done a few of these now, 1 through 9. I think that the last live stream that we had, the last live stream with album number 9 was really good. It was great. So I'm hoping to continue those good vibes with number 10. Hopefully you guys have got some food and water and stuff like that so that you can sit long and just vibe, just a gentle reminder. Basically, when I have the listening button on, it means I'm listening to the track. So if I have that there, if I have listening time on, it means that I'm not going to be looking at the chat because I'm going to be reviewing the songs. I'll talk to you guys in the chat between songs, okay? It just means that I get to focus on the song so that people know I'm paying attention to it, and we'll catch up in between. Who have we got here? We've got Leon Shen, Blue Dinner Box. Oh, I'm going to have to do some deep owls. I'm going to have to do some deep owls for these ones. They're a bit tricky. They're a bit tricky for me to get. So we have who do we have? Click to receive ad. I think you've been in the live streams before. Who else we got? Wang Yusheng. Yeah, I believe we've met as well. Martin again. Let's go. Japanese style small rice bones. I dig it. Welcome to the live stream as well. Sup, Hyenas Neon. Luke it fan. Sup, how you doing? 1 minute for a cup of coffee. This album, I treat it as a compliment of the last one. Well, that is good to know. I'm looking forward to seeing what else Jay has been up to. And we're going to listen through each of these tracks from start till finish. And we're going to hear what we think. Now, the first track of this album, from what I understand, is The Era. So that's going to be good. I've just realized that I've had my listening time on. And I'll switch over to here. We're good. We're good. We're not big anymore. Remember to switch perspectives, which is great. Hopefully you guys can see the captions. I have enabled auto captions for this live stream. Please let me know if you cannot see the auto captions. That would be good. Good to have some water. Good song. Good to have some water for your live stream. Last song I was moved to tears. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how I do with that. But we'll just get started, shall we, with The Era. We're gonna do a sound check. So I'm gonna play the first track. I'm gonna listen through it, and if the track is too quiet, I audio check. Because I've changed my microphone around a little bit. Like I've lowered the gain a little bit. So it shouldn't be louder for you. It shouldn't be louder, but I'm hoping it's okay. No, if the audio. I'm good. Plus. But yeah, let's just get started with The Era. Let's go, boom. We got the bell. We got the bell signing us out. It was nice to have the bell tolling for thee at the start. And to be fair, I'm also a fan of the distorted guitar tone there. That's really great. There's no sound. Hang on. Thank you. Thank you. This is exactly why I check this out. Thank you very much. It's okay. It's all good. It's okay. How about now? We try it now. There is audio now, so we should be good. So we're going to start it from the top this time. Good. So we've got the bells again. We've got more of those distorted guitars. Pure vibe, no music. Do you hear that filtered drum kit in the back? Oh, dude, the new middle vibes of this. And that rap flow. Damn, son. These vocals are fantastic, how they are on the sides going backwards and forwards, and I like the little hi-hat bits that are sprinkled in between. Oh, that meta tune. That auto-tune on the vocals is stunning. I love the song, eh? It's so fresh. And that little build with the drums there, man, it's sick. There's so much to love about this. It's so interesting, and he's got so many different ideas working on it. Oh, and his piano work is phenomenal. Listen to those little melodic runs and stuff. Like, there's absolutely no filler in here. All those 16 note grooves with the combination of like the piano and the drum parts panned on the sides. What is this? The production value. I'm so happy. Yes. Yes. I think this is my favorite type of Jay Chou. If the rest of the album is similar to this, this is going to be a really fun live stream. And that the distortion tone, you know, the distortion tone on the guitars matches the clarity of his vocals really well, even with the effects. And those buzz rolls on the drums are just to die for, man. What I like about this track is that he's not just doing a bit of auto-tune, he is literally doing all of the auto-tune. He is doing all of the auto-tune. If you're going to do auto-tune, do it all of it. Don't do half of it. Even because he can sing, you know, so I don't mind it. That head voice and falsetto is absolutely gorgeous. And that really kind of cagey distortion tone at the end. With the windy sounds and the bits of Foley, it really suits the album cover here. I adore that, man. What an opener, dude. I'm not surprised that it doesn't have more plays, because typically his like rocky kind of ones get about 1-2 mil plays as opposed to his ballads, which get like 20. And that's fine. I think by now we understand why that is. A lot of people like his ballads. You know, that's absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with that. We got lyrics though. We got lyrics. Hopefully you guys can let me know if I misunderstand the lyrics, you know? The error. Clock goes counterwise. The evils are sallying out. Oh yeah, no, it's got that kind of gothic kind of vibe, doesn't it? I can kind of hear the neoclassical elements and the vibes there. Thank you, Andreas, by the way. I saw that. Thank you, Andreas, for that donation. I really appreciate. I'll make a note of that now. Thanks for the donation. Oh. Thanks for the donation. Much appreciated, dude. Sup, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. I just want to have a go at these lyrics. And once I've had a go at these lyrics, we can have chat time. And then I will continue with this live stream. Pride, 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 Imperial Dynasty. What do you guys think the track is about, though? Seriously, like, help me out. I'll give my best guess, and then you guys can let me know what you think, you know? I reckon... Therianthropic. What does therianthropic mean? This is some really intense lyricism right here. This guy's got away with words, you know? Constrain the raging ancient savage cipher. So is it about trying to sort of deny the song that's going forward, the tune, same old tune, and not allowing it to stop? Is that it? Wings head to the sky? I don't know, man. Howl's wolf, howl windward. Bats fly like black tie. Honor the chew. The smile of evil. So there's some nastiness going on here. There's a bit of sassiness going on here. I don't need any worship. Yeah. I exist on eternal music. So basically it's about being the music that everyone speaks of for ages to come. That's dope, man. That's great. I enjoy that a lot. So it's cool. It's got that kind of neoclassical element with some of the composition combined with the new metal kind of rocky bits and the rapping that Jay is known for, as well as some auto-tune. There's a lot of different bits to appreciate within here. Yeah, thank you to everyone, by the way, who helped out with letting me know there wasn't any music. It's because I had them set to my other pair of headphones. I agree. This song, it is definitely similar to the Dragon Rider from the previous album. And yeah, I'm glad he played Mugen. I'm glad he played with auto-tune. Junshi Huang says the song is full of new elements at that time. Yeah, I think it's great that Jay got to play with new ideas. I think it's really helping him, at least as far as I'm concerned. Hyenas Neon says this is a ridiculously underrated song. I would agree with that. I think that this deserves more attention. I'm glad that people think I'm going to like it. It was 12 years ago, which seems like a really long time ago now. Heartless, yeah, I would agree with that actually, because I know a little bit of it. A little bit. I do know a little bit of yeah, it does remind me of Kanye West's Heartless a little bit, yeah. Yeah. What happened to Kanye West, by the way? What's happening with Kanye? Because he's given a bit of a rough time, isn't he? Thank you to Highness Neon for that. Thank you very much for your donation, Hyenas. I appreciate the support. And thank you. I hope to continue doing these reviews and live streams, and I hope that people enjoy them. I've still got a few projects I'm working on in relation to this stuff, but again, I'm trying to sort of avoid saying too much about it. But yeah, appreciate the support. Jay didn't release anything 2009, so because he was doing yearly albums, wasn't he, Mugen? And a lot of auto-tune and pretend baby voice since this album. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I feel you, Martin. I appreciate that. First time he skipped a year. That's kind of wild. But I mean, good on him, man. If he needed to take a break, he needed to take a break. And Sup Lenny1985, how you doing? Yeah, I believe it could be a twin, absolutely. Lyrics by A-Lang. It's good to know, Mugen. I appreciate the heads up on that. Sup Ivan, how you doing? And smiley faces for you too, Hyenas. It's all good. But that was the first track. We got track number 2. I'm hoping to have more like that. Say Goodbye with 21 million plays. Wow. Track number 2. He did play Kato and Green Hornet, and that was a good movie. I did enjoy the Green Hornet movie. That blew my mind because I thought he actually was a really good actor. It's why I need to go check out his films. Oh, Kanye, yeah, Kanye, he's been a bit naughty, hasn't he, Kanye? Alright, let's try number 2, though. Listening time. Say Goodbye. Very different vibe, of course, to the previous one. But that's okay, I don't mind that at all. I love the sincerity and softness of that piano melody there. Again, like alongside the piano parts and everything. And I think that Jay's improved as a vocalist. I don't mind that he's taken a year off. I love the way that those chord progressions move. I really enjoy Jay Chou's chest voice as well. There's a sweetness in it. I think that's him maturing like fine wine. We got some jazzy progressions coming in there, and there's a sincerity and a stillness to the way that it's being played in regards to perceived loudness of it. Everything is rising with Jay, you know? Great legato feel to those vocals. Bass is nice and smooth and the low end. Now that vibrato was smooth. Is this his apex? Is this one of the better albums that Jay Chou's done? Because at the moment it's seeming like it. Oh, that heavily chorused guitar is kind of neat. See how wonderfully the drums came in, and how supportive the drums are of everything else. It's like we got that sense of rhythm from the rest of the instruments anyways, but yeah, nice building there, a little bit of a crescendo. I like how the chords don't rise or go up an octave in this part. They stay somber in that mid-low range. Yep, this is Jay in his sweet spot. I'm gonna give this a like. Here we go, it's gotten a like. I'm so happy, man. You hear what's happening here with those drums? I've always sort of moaned and complained about the lack of sort of changes in the instrumentation and everything with some of these albums I've heard. But this is beautiful, man. This is what I wanted from Jay for a really long time. Listen to it. Yeah, wonderful. Was that a key change that was so subtle that I didn't notice it? Because if that was, that's fantastic. I didn't even realize that was a key change. It was so sensational. And that vibrato in his mid, head chest, oh my goodness, it's luscious. I reckon that's one of the best ballads that I've heard from Jay. Like, for real. I think that this is one of Jay's better albums. Without a doubt. I mean, his vocal performance there was absolutely exquisite. divine. The instrumental performances were not only incredible, but it was not just that, or the humanity behind them. It was also the way that they were arranged and written to make the most of the relative strengths of the different instruments involved. It was wonderful, especially the tom fills in that interlude section, combined with the heavy chorus on that guitar to make it sort of more like a keyboard or something like that. It was incredible. What an incredible song. Fantastic. I'm adoring it. The sky turned chilly, the rain fell and you left. It does sound like a sad song. I mean, these lyrics seem very, very sad. It's very sad and kind of makes Jay sound like he's very lonely. And that kind of makes me feel a little bit sorry for him, but at the same time, this is the authenticity of the vocal performance is what really propels this forward. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah. So basically, I think this track is about being with someone and realizing that things have ended and you both thought it would last forever, but it didn't end up doing that. That's basically what I think the track is about. It really does a great job at communicating that message behind the lyrics. You know, it really does that well. I'm satisfied with this track. Yeah, the song is fab, absolutely. What you guys been up to? Classic Chou love song. Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily think it's like a positive love song or anything like that, but maybe the positivity of love is how it's bittersweet. You have to risk getting hurt in order to feel the pleasure and the benefits of it. As promised, happy is last one. There's a piano ballad. Absolutely. So this is Jet Li asked him to write a credit for his movie. That was it. Okay, thank you very much for the heads up. I appreciate that. The song's the theme song of a film about how a father with advanced liver cancer accompanies an autistic child and teaches him how to be self-reliant in the future. Oh my goodness, it was completely different to what I thought it was. Thank you, Junshi. I appreciate the clarity there. I wouldn't have known that. So I appreciate that. It's a very well, it's a very interesting sort of topic to talk about, but I think it was so respectfully done. Theme song for Ocean Haven, which Jet Li first attended, not an action movie. Oh, so that was his first role as not an actor, like an action person. Okay, that's cool. That's great. I do remember Fearless. I do remember Fearless. Jay's a huge Jet Li fan. He gets to write to credit for him. Yeah. I can imagine that this would be quite intense for Jay to do live, especially with his voice the way it is now, and with what he went through to get that sort of fixed up and healed and everything like that. Oh, the two people from his company who also won the lyric contest. That's wild, man. Well, they're great lyrics. Great lyrics. I'm very pleased with this so far. We've got Yan Hua Li Ling. Yan Hua Li Ling. Oh my goodness. Yan Hua Yi Ling. Track number 3. Thank you for helping me figure out what these tracks are about, by the way. Oh, great transition with those guitars. Working between some... It's not just triads, though. He's working with some sort of like sixths or some sort of extensions there. And also arpeggios. Yep. Piano now. Oh, the woodwinds. Oh, we're being spoiled today, aren't we, ladies and gentlemen? I'm sorry, how are they doing that bass though? Is that a synth bass? No, Jay. Don't do me like that, man. I mean, I just adore the way that we're phrasing these chords within this progression. I love how his voice sounds. He's really come into his own. Yep, great staying within that triad. Good choice. Okay, no, I'm okay with the drums coming in here. That's cool. The piano is produced so well. It sounds like little raindrops going around the place. The production's next level, man. It's sensational sound to it. Great dynamic range to those snare hits. They're really nice and quiet. Almost a sub-layer, you know? Even the flutter of those synths, man. I'm happy that we've got the double-tracked vocals here, even though I'm enjoying my time hearing him out and sort of being absorbed by it. It's nice to be surrounded by it, you know. It's got great presence with the rest of the mix. Yeah, he's a lot more confident with his head voice, and I love the use of woodwinds in this as well. They're so gentle. Yep. Lots of 16th note grooves within this album as well. Oh, rapping. Fantastic choice, Jay. Just a production tip, you know, having the vocals go in and out like that is a great effect if you do a little bit of it. If you did that for the entirety of the song, I think it would be too much, but I think what Jay does well is understanding that maybe, you know, if you want to have the rapping in there as a contrast to the vocals, you may as well make the most of that opportunity. These finishes are divine, man. I love how he slows down and everything kind of sort of peters off, and you've got just the guitars leading us out and the nice little shiny bits as well with the higher sort of string parts, and it's so fluffy and gentle and gorgeous, man. This album is so much fun to listen to. I really appreciate what they're trying to do here with this. I feel very positively about this album so far. In case you were not aware already, in case you needed me to reiterate it, another one. Apparently this is Fireworks Cool So Easy. I noticed that Martin Wang said the title means fireworks are easy to get cold. So I appreciate that. How many more debts of the heart do I owe? Oh no, that's terrible. So things didn't actually they didn't sort, man. The pagoda's caved in, whose soul has as well. Oh no. So things basically, the fireworks dimmed and they never managed to find that connection again or rekindle it. Oh no, that's terrible. That's terrible. I don't like that at all, man. Oh, that's awful. I'm assuming this could maybe not be about a person or anything like that, and I shouldn't assume that everything is about relationships, obviously. 1,000 years, I'm wondering if this is something else. Ah, great comparisons though, you know. Great comparisons, man. Oh, and Garen Temple, I listened to the rain waiting for eternity. So can you guys help me out, please? What do we got? Number 3, Vincent Fang. Yeah, oh, so Vincent wrote these lyrics. It doesn't surprise me that Vincent wrote them. One of his best dark vocals. Okay. This is one of the songs that you don't think of anything at first, but it eventually becomes one of your favorite songs. That's good to know. That's good to know. I'm appreciative of the fact that like I'm going to appreciate it even more than I already do. You know, we've got Bike 1992. Now, Bike 1992. I'm not sure what that means. From Jian Hong Liu. I'm not sure what kill bike means. Could we please elaborate? Can we elaborate on the kill bike? Ji Xuan says this is my favorite song. That's dope. It's a pretty good song. It's about a story. Mugen says it's about a story from the Book of Luo Yang in Northern Wei Dynasty, describing a 1,000-year-old capital city. Oh, so it's about a city that sort of like collapsed after this. Oh, I get it. Thank you for clarifying that. I thought it might be something different. It was a little bit too big for it to be something more sort of like what I was talking about. Ah. Yeah, exactly. I can completely relate to that. I think that a lot of people, Lukit fan, are going to they're going to be able to relate to that, absolutely. Thank you for your explanation. I appreciate the clarity there. He does sound very mature and unique. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I haven't seen Jay Chou do a lot in this style, so I will absolutely take your word for it. And sup, Capybara1216, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. And Junshi Huang says next song is interesting with blues style. Good to know. Let's get on to track number 4 then, shall we? Free tutorial video.
老板，哎，你要来看吉他啦？我那一把，那一把啊？那把是琵琶，不是吉他。我是说旁边那一把，旁边那一把很贵的。你可不是啊，一点。
Wasn't there a video, like a song that we listened to last time, where they were like in like an entertainment show or something like that? It was like a circus or something like that. And they were playing piano. Is this Jay playing the guitar? I do like the way that Jay has completely sunk himself into the blues genre. We have not heard a lot like this. We've heard a country, but not necessarily blues. Your 12-bar blues structure with... Like he's working with those blues pentatonic scales, and I actually wouldn't like know that he wasn't a blues artist predominantly if I would listen to this. I'm sorry. He's shredding it up, man. He broke a string. Oh, Jay, you absolute mad lad. That was a dope tap solo there, man. That'd be a fun one to learn, eh? What a solo, dude. That was really well voiced. And that was one of those situations where there's like a random pause with something that I don't mind, because it kind of connects to earlier when he was talking about the guitar introduction. Everything makes sense to me, you know? Is the twist that he can play guitar? It's so much. He's having such a great time. You can hear by peppiness and charisma in his vocals. This is him in his element. This is him in his element. I just love how it's like blues and guitar and like that like he's selling it, you know. And we are following a 12-bar blues progression, but we're not just lazily copying and pasting it. We're having extensions of these like 4th and 5th harmonies and stuff like that. Oh man. Why was there a sheeps? Why was there a sheeps in here? Are they having a conversation? It's so easy to follow along to and so catchy as well. I still don't know why they're sheeps, but very cool and responsive with the vocals. Relatively simple to get that falsetto or that tone, man. To get the falsetto that clean in that head voice, I cannot fathom it, man. This needs a million plays, man. This needs a million plays. I think this needs a million. Come on, guys. It's a dope track. Come on, guys. Let's put that up to a million. Hashtag make it a million. I don't know, man. Okay, so we got lyrics though. Great track, honestly. Like he totally suits blues. I hope he does more stuff like that. Oh, it's a peeper, not a guitar. Ah. When you're strumming chords, try not to use a pick, so you look more natural doing it. Even if you play it wrong, people will think you did it on purpose. Oh. Blues, oh, soul on the left and your heart is the universe. That is a sick your soul in the left hand and your heart is the universe. That is a sick line. That is one of my favorite. Jay Chou. I'm gonna put that in chat. See, guys. That is amazing, dude. That is excellent, dude. That is my favorite Jay Chou lyric. Oh, just buy another guitar. Why are there people who like to smash? If you have the balls, go smash the most expensive guitar. It's crazy, man. Yeah. Don't you smash any of my guitars, though. Not a good time to let her fart. Oh, man. It's great. It's so good. Cowboys are too busy to milk a cow for you. This is one of my favorite Jay Chou songs, just for the sense of humor and everything like that. What are you guys up to in the chat, though? Next song is very fun. Yeah, absolutely blues style, very coherent to the. And it was blues with a sense of humor. Usually blues is a little bit more intense. You know, blues can be really, really dark. So I'm glad that Jay didn't go too heavy on it. I think that stuff best reserved for maybe his ballads or something, but I'm also not going to tell him how to live his life. He talks with the same person every album. Well, that's good. And it's good to know that he did play the instrument, though. Jay also does a guitar solo. That's right, Kevin. That blows my mind. He's so talented. Oh, and it's one of his songs in each album. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Yeah, it was funny when he sort of broke the string A. Not only was there sheep, he made a joke remarking there's sheep, not a... Oh, it's his last collaboration. That's sad. They did such a good job together, man. They did such a good job together. Oh, cast it like a keyboard with it flat in his laps. Oh, so he did like kind of like lap steel guitar or something like that. That's dope. Thank you, Hyenas. Oh, I get it. So basically, this was a Green Hornet around the time he did that. That's cool. Jay got the idea when he was acting in Green Hornet. Well, that's good to know. I mean, the States is pretty big on its guitar, so it makes sense. Rhymes in the right hand, absolutely Martin. Throw in a couple of notes and it becomes country, absolutely Andreas. I feel you on all that front. But we've got track number 5. This is Long Time No See. Track number 5. Okay, it's a little bit peppier than the previous one. Some really cute little synths in there. Oh wait, we're getting a bit twisty with those strings though, man. Ba 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 ba. Again, I know it's for... Is he doing guitar here as well? Oh man, those natural harmonics were tight, dude. Jay should play more guitar, man. Good modulation to suit the chord progression. You know, those are wonderful harmonies. And I love the sincerity and the sort of like the innocence from those really cute little hi-hats. Very soft as a sub layer, but they sparkle. Whoo! Give me more of that, please. Bring that synth back. I mean, I'm not going to say that Jay wasn't doing this previously, but I like how if we have an additional melody, we do just choose a different voicing for it. Okay. Even the bell tree. It sounds like you're kind of starting school for the first time and everything's nice and bright and the sun's in the sky. You know, the sun's in the sky and everything is looking up. Everything is optimistic, you know what I mean? That's what it sounds like to me. I could be wrong. What does it sound like to you guys? What does this song sound like to you guys? You guys and girls out there. Oh, the barbershops. Dude, he's doing the barbershop stuff, man. He's got the... Ooh. you know, he's got that kind of stuff going there, buddy. Give me more, man. And this is the little cute little whooshes and the brah, 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 you know, the brah, brahs, but they're subtle brah, brahs. I love the effort put into structuring and finding little notches and spaces to put these drum beats, like these little hits. It's so busy, but it's also like they know how to mix and level it. Oh man, what a banger. What a banger. And finishing on the 9th chord? Finishing on the 9th chord, man. Finishing on the 9th. Wow. Stunning. Really great song. Really great song. Man, this has been a really strong album. I keep saying that it's a strong album. I'm hoping that is getting through to people. Again, very different vibe to the blue ones, but we know at that point. We understand that. We understand at this point that these albums are going to be filled with lots of different types of music. It only took me like 7 albums to figure that out and to not continue to fight against it, you know. Anyways, oh no, oh no. So basically, this is about someone who like you are kind of getting back in touch with after a while, being apart, you know. The photos are lost. Oh no. A pair of scissors, a bunch of nonsense. Don't want to beg you to come home. Oh, okay. What's a discovery shed? I'm kind of worried about that. What is a discovery shed? Popularity shrinking. Oh, okay. Cold War is long out of fashion, quickly come back to me. So is it basically saying that, you know, is it saying that he wants to get back with someone but doesn't know how to? Maybe, you know, is this about lost time and trying to rekindle lost relationships or friendships or something like that? Is that it? Is it a happy ending or a sad song? I'm not sure. It doesn't sound like a sad song. It sounds pretty upbeat, to be honest. But what have we got? What have you guys been up to? This is a very sassy song. I would believe that, Luke Kid fan. It does sound like a very sassy song. So there's a Mandarin and then a Hokkien. Hokkien. So is that Hokkien? Jay's first time writing lyrics. Oh, so Jay wrote these lyrics. That's cool. I do like it when Jay writes lyrics. They're always a little bit special, you know. I do enjoy A. Lang and Vincent Fang's work, but I like Jay writing lyrics too, you know, alongside everyone else that's been getting involved. I'm glad that it makes people smile. Yeah, I'd say there is a little bit of extra sort of zazz in the accompaniment and the arrangement there. I'd get behind that, especially with those all barbershop parts. I can understand why you feel like that, eh? Southerner, okay, I get it. And it is interesting. The backing vocals. Yeah, it's great how he harmonizes those vocals and makes them bigger than they are and knows how to get them to harmonize well with everything else in the mix. Ah, Taipei International Flora Exposition. That's good to know. Thank you, Mugen. I'm loving all this additional information. Legitimately, it's great to have. Because I just wouldn't know otherwise, you know? Oh, so make me feel some different. Oh, well, it's good that Jay is using different languages. I like the fact that Jay is... Thank you, Eric Lin. I appreciate that information as well. It's good that people use different languages. Sometimes the language can communicate something special. You know, here we go. Anyways, we're comfy. We got track number 6. Rain All Night. Oh. Sorry, guys. Got a bit of water in my throat. I love these guitar-led tracks, man. They're fantastic. And like, I cannot believe that Jay is playing this well. He's a sensational musician, isn't he? Like, those hammer-ons and pull-offs and stuff like that are beautiful. Oh. Great clarity to the tone of the guitar as well. Not easy to play that. I wasn't expecting him to go high for that. Smart move, Jay. He ain't predictable. He isn't just casually modulating with the octave. He's playing around with expectations. Don't know if you guys can hear the freneticism and the energy of the guitar on the far right of the stereo field. It's a sub layer, but it goes da 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 da. It's just this wild, man, how he's managing to fit so much in. So impressed, eh? This is incredible, dude. This is incredible. What a shift, tonally, timbre-wise, texture-wise. And I love the fact that Jay is just letting these other instruments sing. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. It's just a reiteration of what we had before, but there's something special about it. This is incredible, man. I think this is next level for Jay. I remember when people told me that they were worried that I wouldn't like the tracks after the albums after the 7th one. We're not going to talk about the 8th today, obviously. But the 9th was fantastic. And the 10th, this one, damn, man. Oh, wow. His wispy kind of a little bit of like a wispiness to it, like a kind of like he's whispering, singing to you. He's really good with that opera voice, actually. Gonna like this as well. That little clicker there, that was like a subtle crescendo. You know, the subtle crescendo, and then boom, comes in with the actual full drum kit. Ah, buddy. This is what I've been wanting from Jay for a long time. That harp work there, I mean, we didn't need it to go that hard, man. We didn't need it to go that hard. We didn't need it to go that hard. just how it rose and shone up there. It was just we didn't need it to be that textured and that developed. But Jay is spoiling us with this album. I was done. Oh my goodness, that went by so quickly. That was legitimately hypnotic. I felt like I was being mesmerized by it. It was just, I was sucked into it. It was so crazy, dude. There's just something like next level about these tracks that we've been listening through today. I'm incredibly impressed. Incredibly impressed. I legitimately think that I don't think that we could have done anything differently. I think this is exactly where we need to have it. There was a variety of different parts of like Jay Chou's vocals there. You know, we had that main motif, that we had different chord progressions of bass lines, but we knew not to repeat the same sort of concepts of different instruments with the same instruments. We needed to have lots of different ones. And that is complicated, but we avoided, we chose the right ones, I suppose. You know? If that makes sense. Oh no, did I screw it up? Oh. Rain All Night? Oh no. Where did it go? Here we go. I think this is it. Rains All Night. The window under the streetlights. I'll make it bigger. Here you go. I don't think you guys will be able to see that though, but we'll find. Yeah, I do. It does kind of sound like, you know, it was recorded somewhere where it's quite so like tropical and kind of like, you know, there's bits of rain pitter-pattering around and you're kind of soaked in it and everything like that. The video wall on the end is what I was looking at. Wow. Okay. Neon lights. You can kind of like imagine. You can kind of imagine being in the place that he's describing here with this like little paper umbrella. The rain and the thick mist, absolutely. The strings and everything else and the other instruments there, they sounded like the clouds around us. Yeah. Man, I'm in a good mood. And rains all night. So it's basically about a sleeping alley or something like that, you know. What a crazy sort of transition that was, eh? Track number 7. It sounds like the representation of nature within the city itself, you know. But yeah, what are you guys up to in the chat? I'm going to need to take a break from talking after this. Next song, Cross the Age and Time. Part 1 is in modern, part 2 is in ancient times. Oh, okay. All right, that's good to know. So basically it was... Okay. It is very gentle and beautiful. It's definitely my top 5 song. That's cool. I did hear traditional instruments. I did too. That was great. Oh, it's a favorite on TikTok. I see. That's good to know. How is TikTok doing anyways? I haven't been using it much, but I hope it's going well. The two parts in this track make splendid comparisons. Yeah, I agree. I think that those two halves between the traditional sort of more modern elements, they complement each other really well. Almost spilled your pizza. That's not good. Hopefully you managed to get your pizza back. Hopefully you're enjoying your pizza. Absolutely, I'm feeling that, Junchi. They were recorded without VST. Wow. That's phenomenal. Good job for doing that. You get a sense of humanity from those actual physical performances. You know what I mean? I enjoy that a lot. Yep, more opera singing. Absolutely. Oh, good job. Good job from Vincent for recording those, for writing those lyrics. That's great. Is it erotic? Is it like sexy stuff? I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on a live stream. But we're going to find out. We're gonna find out. I'm a little bit innocent, I suppose. Oh, I really liked he would go to Beijing for the orchestra recordings. Well, good on him. Good on him for getting the orchestra to do it. It's great to have the orchestra. It just sounds a bit more real, you know what I mean? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, I don't mind naughty lyrics. We're all adults here. Hip-hop flight attendant.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for flying with us.
Thank you, everyone. I appreciate the clarification.
We should be takeoff shortly.
Again, there's nothing wrong with dirty lyrics as long as they're done cleverly. Oh, that's filthy, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, pumps. Oh, this is so late noughties, early 2010s, man. Those dirty dance floor vibes, man. Can I be real with you? That boom, 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 boom. That drum beat. I can't really swear in these live streams. I can't really swear in them. It fucks. It's awesome, dude. That drum beat is phenomenal, and his auto-tune vocals suit it so well. I love the auto-tune actually. I hope he keeps it up. Sorry to interrupt the chorus, but like I've noticed people mentioning VSTs. These are good quality VSTs for like early 2010s, like 2010 itself. I was learning audio engineering around that point. This is when I started doing my audio engineering diploma. And I know for real, I know that the VSTs at that point weren't super fantastic. So these guys have found some really good toys to play with. Okay. Pitched drums? Again, like just, I don't mind the craziness of the electronic production and the wishy-washy basses and stuff like that, and the brrr, because we're instantiating at the start that things are about to get a bit crazy. So it feels connected, you know what I mean? As a nice little shift from the vocals and the chorus and the verse, and in fact, because we know what we're getting, I don't mind being teased a little bit by the accompaniment being sort of screwed and chopped a little bit. There's a hell of a bass response there. Because his voice is so gentle, you can tell it's Jay singing, but you know that if you put this in a car stereo system, it's gonna go boom, 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 boom. You know, you're gonna get that big sound in your car. I'm noticing by the play count though that maybe this isn't so popular. Maybe people weren't like super okay with Jay using autotune at this point, which I mean is fair. I mean, like especially as autotune kind of had a bit of a bad rap around the 2000s to early 2010s. It was either memed out of oblivion, or people were like, "Oh, you're not a real singer if you use autotune," when that's ridiculous. You know, the autotune that's so blatant is fine in my opinion. It's when people try to say they can sing when they use it subtly. That's the problem, when you're not being honest about the amount of autotune you're using. Besides, Jay can sing, so it's fine. Again, if you're gonna like glitch the vocals and have them pan on the sides. Really easy to follow chord progression as well on bass line. Can I be honest? That bum 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 ba da 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 is such a fun sequencer. I love the glitchy distorted takes he had on that one. That's honestly one of my favorite tracks off of the album, and that's saying something because honestly, damn near every single song on this album is an absolute bit tune in my opinion. I've got no complaints about it. I'm so glad I stuck with these album reviews. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I stuck with these album reviews. I'm so glad. Jay is the gift that is giving. Hip hop flight attendant. People were worried about the lyrics here, so we're gonna find out what they're about. Oh. She doesn't have the face of a fox, so does Jay want to have sex with the flight attendant? Is that basically it? Oh no. Ah. There we go. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he's really turned on by the flight attendant. That's great. That duty-free packaging is tempting just like her. Damn, dude. As if she's challenging me. This is a very saucy display. Oh, butter. Oh, I'm keen for this, man. It's a sexy way she pushes the dining car with her ass out. That's my boy. That's my boy, Jay. That's my boy. You know what he wants. He's getting rid of that super sweet man vibe. Damn. Damn, man. Oh, no. Oh, no. He didn't want to go any further. I think we all know what Jay wanted to do. Good man. Good man. Yeah, so I think that this track was about joining the Mile High Club. So that's great. Bum, 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 bum. It's unabashedly such a dope tone as a sub-layer to the vocal parts and all the different layers and stuff like that. All the time in the world for it, man. Bring me more of this stuff, please. I want to hear more of Jay's stuff like this. What are you guys talking about, though? Mugen was worried about the lyrics. Well, I think, to be fair, I understood what the lyrics were talking about. I think we understood what was going on there, you know? More auto-tune then? Absolutely. We did have auto-tune. Hey, oh, yeah, the rap flow is great. Look, the rap flow is great. I got no complaints about whatever. No complaints about it whatsoever. It's dope, man. Oh, man. The guy, Jay can rap. He's just having fun now. Oh, good, Hyenas. I'm keen for the next album then. Let's do the next album. That will be December. It'll be the Christmas Jay Chou album. It'll be the auto-tune one of Merriment and Joy. The star become popular when he did the next album. That's great. Oh, yeah. To be fair, though, electronic music was becoming a bit more popular in like the early 2010s. I will give Jay this. I think he did help to popularize it, which I'm really happy with. Jay made the demo. Oh, good man. This track was not included in the album published in mainland China due to the reason everyone knows. Yeah, it's because... Yeah. But hey, we get to enjoy it. We get to enjoy Jay. We get to enjoy Jay. So singing about the sexy flight attendant's ass. So that's a great way to spend a Saturday, in my opinion. I'm looking forward to listening to the most hated one, because if I like it, then I can be the true contrarian that everyone expects me to be. But number 8, everyone. Tears of scattered emotion. Let us continue on this journey that we're on. What are we doing here? Why have we got buzz rolls? This is so surreal, dude. Oh, the strings? This is a bit more intense than his other ballads. I mean, I think there's just extra sort of bits of layering going on with the electronic parts, which add a bit more atmosphere to it. I think maybe people wanted some more raw, sort of like live-ish recordings. I mean, are these sampled kits? I think that's a sampled drum kit, isn't it? It sounds a bit clean with that snare drum for it to be like an acoustic. I can understand why people might have been a little bit sort of disconcerted. I thought I heard an alarm then. I thought I heard a fire alarm then. I heard a beep, but that was actually the song. That scared the crap out of me. I thought there was a fire alarm. Okay, we're crawling upwards with that piano line alongside the back and vocals double tracked. Yeah, I'm familiar with this chord progression. It's fine. I'm not unhappy with it. I'm not a fan of the drum tone. The drums sound a little bit weak to me, to be honest. They sound a bit thin. Because it sounds like we're going for a full bar, ballad bit. Usually have a thicker snare than that. It's just kind of Yeah, I don't think this is enough to like let me dislike a song though. Like I think having one element that I don't particularly agree with tonally isn't enough for me to dislike a song. I'm hoping there's something else to kind of rekindle my interest in, you know? Okay. We must be using an acoustic or an electric kit. Okay, the bell? Why the bell though, Jay? Because I agree with everything musically. I can understand why we're doing the piano lines and the harmonies, and I'm familiar with the chord progressions and bass line in the chorus parts, but there's some weird choices here. Come on, Jay, we're gonna make this a clean sweep, my man. I can appreciate why this is popular. Like, I'm gonna say this isn't necessarily my tastes. I've preferred some of other Jay's tracks within this album that are similar to this. I still think it's a good song. It's just not necessarily resonating with me. I'm not getting enough. It's not piquing my interest, I think. Okay, we're gonna double it. That's fine. This is one of those tracks. That's okay. Oh, it's close. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna finish it? Oh, that was a fun change there. Shift. The whooshy kind of patty sounds kind of fun. I like that. I think that atmospherically it was really dope. Yeah, I don't mind the track. I just think I've been spoiled by a lot of the other songs in here that maybe just had a little bit extra zazziness just to kind of pique my spirits. Like the blue song that Jay did just seemed to have I think it was that we had those little guitar solo bits as we go through and those little shreddy parts, and yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It was a very kind of consistent song that I know appeals to a certain demographic of Jay's fan base, and that's cool. But, you know, look through the lyrics, you know. Tears of scattered emotion. I shed tears, feelings break. It's a bit of a wild title. Butterflies of broken wings. I don't get this one. It's very... The tableau of your world all flash back. Our past is leafed through, the whirling snow sweeps the clothes. Can you guys help me out with this one? I'm having a moment with this one. My brain is giving me problems. Butterflies of broken wings is a very sort of savage line. It's a bit of a savage line. I don't know how I feel about that one. Sentimental words all faded and fell. Ceased writing more and ab-lived tore off the face. Oh, I don't know. I don't get it. This is too much for me. Is this like, what's white roses? Why is it sent off feeling enclosed with white roses? What does that mean? I mean, it's they broke up. Is it that their hope was gone? Could he not recover from it? Is it too savage and brutal an experience to really sort of... Is this him going through that process of trying to recover from that? I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll check what you guys are up to in chat anyways. What do we got? Oh, okay. The song is great, but that song title makes me upset. It's just weird. Is it? I didn't realize that, man. I mean, to be fair, like, after looking at the title, it does seem like a bit much. Tears of scattered emotion, feelings, I shed tears, feelings breakdown. That's quite a lot. Oh no, you weren't his fan anymore. Oh, that's good. I'm glad that people forgave him. Yeah. Song is great, but the song title makes me upset. Oh, yeah, no. This is one of my favorite songs. Yeah. Maybe the file. Yeah, no, to be honest, sometimes I can hear stuff, little beeps and stuff like that, and I think it's a noise. I really hope it isn't in unison with the song, because there's actually a fire right now in my house. I don't think there is, though. It would have kept going, I hope. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed there's not a fire in my house right now. Oh no, Vincent naming the title of the track, and now we understand why Jay never left. Damn, dude, that's a savage, man. Weird for a lot of people. Oh, that's really mean. The title makes people want to skip the track. That's brutal, dude. I'm glad people like the song, though. And the opening sound at the beginning was super loud compared to the rest of the songs in the album. That is a similar issue I had with the second album. I think it was Orcs or something like that, or Ogres. And they made it for World of Warcraft or something, and there was like an orc sound that was way louder than everything else, which was a shame. Which was a shame. But it's okay, because we're at album 10 now, and most of the time the leveling is absolutely flawless. Scattered emotion makes the whole song a different feelings, I think. I see. Thank you very much for that, Chi-Chuan. And long time. Hey, Gil. How you doing? Welcome to the live stream, Gil. My new home is fantastic, thank you. It's nice to be able to have everything set up. You know, I've got everything set up now, you know, so I can continue to do these live streams. Just catching up on sleep at the moment, you know. This is full Vincent from the title to the story. Damn, that's so cool. I'm so glad that Vincent got to have fun. Kudos to Vincent. Everyone say thank you to Vincent. It was a good effort. Good effort from Vincent. But we now have... have I made a terrible mistake? Where... Oh, I de fei jing ri li. I'm sorry, that's terrible, right? This is track 9 now. Hopefully just before I continue, hopefully you guys are enjoying the live stream so far. Thank you to everyone who has been, checking it out. Hopefully you guys are enjoying listening to some Jay Chou too. Oh no, I broke it. I'm sorry. We can start it again anyways. It's fine. I love this guitar line. I like the sound of the tones of the drums as well behind it. Because I think there's like hi-hats and then like closing of them. I think some of those guitar-led tracks are some of the strongest in this album. See, I prefer the snare tone in this one. If that previous track had a bit of a fuller sounding snare tone or something like that, it would have been a like for me. But I'm very picky about that kind of stuff, you know? Oh, that's phenomenal work on those clean head vocals. Head vocals, head voice. Yeah, there is more than one vocalist, isn't it? I'm sure you guys are telling me in the chat. I love the fact that great chemistry between the different singers. Great chemistry. It sounds like a live performance. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Bring those guitars to come up, a bit bigger, fills in that space really nicely. Good job. I don't mind having a major tonality. I still think it would have sounded cooler if they'd started on the minor chord, but that's okay. That would have potentially been a bit generic. Whoo! How many tracks has that been on this album? I think like 3 or 4. I know it's his thing. Nice little bit of extra development and work on the guitar lines. I don't mind having less sort of infusions within this track, like just having like the guitar, bass, and drums and stuff. Shout out to the drummer as well. I don't usually say this, but shout out to the drummer for keeping things simple. Shout out to the drummer for keeping things simple. Some of the best drummers are the drummers that know when to play the beat as opposed to play everything else. Yeah, bring up that head voice, baby. That's it. That's what we're talking about. There we go. Good man. I mean, to be fair, like, it's as relatively consistent as the previous track. There was just more happening in that chorus section because the guitars get a little bit bigger. I think that's just what my brain appreciates, a clear distinction between the verse and the chorus. That could be a bias, I suppose. But then I didn't think the previous track was badly written or anything like that. They're singing their hearts out, though, to be fair. Nice choice having the 16th note hi-hats there, the little shuffles, you know. Oh, great. Good man. Good man bringing that distortion for the end. I don't mind that at all. Bit of filthiness for the end part. That was a really fantastic performance to listen to. I like the fact that Jay is feeling more confident and comfortable with sharing the mic with other people. It makes me kind of sad because like I haven't heard a lot of Jay Chou collaborations. And I know that predominantly he works by himself, but I'm glad that he's working with other people. I'm really happy about that. Really happy about that. I mean, obviously he works with other people, with like Vincent and Arlang and other people, you know, like with like lyrics and everything like that. And there's probably other people involved with like the arrangement and stuff like that. But I'm glad that he's having other people feature on his music as well. I think it's really cool. And I know there's been other sort of tracks over the albums that have done that, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, right? We'll go lyrics. Ah, see, that's cool. Yang, I use the ice of Antarctica to crystallize love. That's a fun lyric. What will never melt is the decision to love you. Is a great lyric. That's beautiful. I love that. Oh, so that's Yang. Is that the other singer? Jing 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 clear scenery. Oh, responding with remaining speed, approaching the Milky Way. I pray to the shooting star and constant flying for love. Oh, I love this imagery of space and stars and stuff like that. It's so much fun to kind of hear out and interact with. The border of the equator is cloudless and the sky is clear. Dude, these are amazing lyrics. Oh, I would never know from listening to this that these are the quality of the lyrics, man. They are beautiful, man. Light years to convey love, lifeline for love to passion to escape from gravity. I am here for you in the gravity-free environment of the universe. I think that's fantastic. These decisions with the lyrics. So basically, we're kind of making a comparison of our love to space and the stars and light, making all these kind of cool references there. But wow. That's why it kind of sounded shiny, like those really kind of bright, sort of pretty guitars and drum tones and stuff like that, you know. And when the guitars went on the far sides, it was like you were being surrounded by the warmth of that. Cool. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Look at Fan says, the song and I'm inclined to listen too much, a bit too generic, but it's still good for what it is. Fair enough. I think this is one of the times where I agree to disagree respectfully. I actually think that I think that when you're working with someone else, you've kind of, I don't know if it's generic for Jay Chou or like special for both of them. It's still good though. Gary. So this is Gary. Is that Gary Yang, is it? Continue G4 notes. Absolutely. Nice high notes. The definition of mid. Oh, okay. So mid like a 5 or something. I think it'd be about a 7 or an 8. You know, a track like this definitely closer to an 8. I do remember that vaguely, Hyenas. I do remember that vaguely. So this is about an asteroid, so Chao Chi-Lun. That's so cool that he got named after an asteroid. That's so dope, man. Imagine that. Imagine being named after a constellation. That's a beautiful sort of concept. That's a beautiful idea. I'm very happy with it. Find a star and name it just for you. Chef's kiss, man. Chef's kiss. Maybe he would not let other musicians to compose for him. I don't think he would. I think Jay Chou is his own musician, you know. I don't know if he likes to share like that, but I don't know him. I don't know Jay, so we don't know, you know. Yeah, well, we'll just see, man. Maybe Jay Chou will start, you know, maybe Jay Chou will find new people to sort of open up with as he goes along. We'll have to find out eventually as we go along, but that's a good time with track 9. But yeah, sensational effort from Jay on that one. I think it was a great collaboration, and it's nice to yeah. I think it's nice to have that nice to have him sort of do some teamwork kind of stuff, you know. Even if he's clearly able to carry an album on his own. So it's just the added icing on the cake, isn't it? Yeah, well, I think that you can improve by working with other people, but at the same time, like, you know, it's tricky. I don't want to say much. I don't want, because I know if honestly, I think that Jay writes well enough on his own. I think that Jay, I would love Jay to do more rock stuff, but I know it's tricky for him because there's expectations and all that kind of stuff, you know. The most R&B song. Okay, well, that's good. We'll hear that. Maybe he's waiting for equally talented musicians like Charlie Puth. Maybe. I don't know, man, but we're going to find out. We've got track number 10, self-directed and acted. Let us continue. I'll give that a like, that 9th one. Yeah, this is R&B-ish. I'm sorry, did you hear those guitar lines? Did he tap that out or was it sampled? What? That's a wild progression, man. Yeah, that round bass. That'll do it. That'll do it. This is some of the smoothest rap flow I've heard from Jay this entire time. Did you hear how fast he was? Oh? We have 3 different voicings there in the space of 3 seconds. Like, what is this? The wow that comes in with these. He's doing it quite a bit, and I'm in 2 minds about it. I don't mind that occasionally there's been a bit of the wow, a little bit too much of the wow for my taste, because it's like, it is. I don't think it's effective the 2nd or the 3rd time. I don't think it's as effective. The chorus is dope. It's like a dreamlike kind of atmosphere. I do think the electronic elements are a smart move here. Yeah, see this? What a great alternate voicing. What a fantastic substitute for the vocals. That portamento sort of harpsichord synth there is so much fun to hear. It's like a solo section. Solo sections. Not sure if I like the but it's what it is, man. It's there. A little bit present for my tastes, but that's fine. Breathing's fun. Why is there the car though? Why are there the horns? It's so smooth and so kind of like luscious at the same time. It's really sexy. It's a really sexy track, man. It's R&B at its finest. It's good. Those side vocals are caressing your eardrums, you know? Can you hear how active that drum beat is? It's just so much, and it's produced so well and written so well. You got little ghost notes and like main sort of accents and stuff like that. That he's not sleeping on that. That's been like that for most of this album, and I adore it. I love both the complexity and the how it was approached. What I will comment on is like sometimes when you have vocals on the far side of a hook, if you're listening through a mono speaker or something like that, they can sound quieter. That's just a sound design thing. So like this is something that I learned through doing like engineering and stuff like that. You got to kind of make sure you test in stereo mono. I think it sounds fine, like level wise on headphones. Oh, it's. Are we okay. Well, that's a fun little panning job, but all. So we got both of those different lead voices at the same time now. It's very perky and pretty. I don't mind a repetition of the theme because you've got a different lead layer on top. Yeah, that's a sexy car sound, man. Wow, it goes quick. That was speeding up, man. That car was boosting it, dude. I wonder what kind of car that was. Yeah, I'm not sure how the car horns come into it, but I'm sure you guys are going to help me figure that out in a moment. We'll just have a look through the lyrics. We're making really good time today. I think I've been a lot more efficient with the way that I do things. Wound to the past are familiar with bypassing the tail flick. Rear mirror of your mind is clearer. Oh, okay. Lights flashed. Oh no, she was in his car. That's why there's car noises. Oh, okay. The whistling sound of the engine is your most annoying melody. That's dope, man. Damn. Damn. That is your most annoying melody. Damn, dude. Oof. So yeah, basically I think that she got with another guy in his car and Jay's pissed about it. Basically. Oh, no. 2 reports by the representative? What? So are they talking about the contrasts between the way they're acting? Is the woman in the car trying to forget Jay? Is he madly trying to remember so that he knows what's going on? Oh no. It's not dim sum, the ice cream melts. The beauty of the lie being beside you. Wow, dude, these are some heavy lyrics, man. Wow, I love this. I love that we're talking about cars. I like cars, man. Cars are pretty dope. What kind of cars do you like? I like Lambos, man. I think I might at some point, if I get the money together, I might like test drive a Lambo or something like that, or like hire a Lambo for a day. It'd be cool. I know it's the most basic thing to like want to have a Lambo, but Lambos, man, they look like fun, man. They look like fun, dude. They look like good fun. You consider it. I understand it while watching, will be even sadder. Yeah, so I think this has been some issues with the cars. I think this has been the issues with the cars. You know that he is comparing it to, I think, a breakup with the cars. You know, it's not a good time. What have you guys been talking about? Okay, maybe he's what we've talked about. 3 was the best. GFL, I feel you. I did quite like 2 and I did quite like 3. One of his best choruses. I think it's a strong chorus. I wouldn't necessarily say it's one of... it's subjective though, to be fair. It's still good. Still good chorus. My favorite. He had more time for this album. I'm so glad he took the time with this album. But we don't need to go any further than that. We don't need to go any further with that. It's great he wrote 3. Now what have we got here? We've got here, what is this? We've got this. I'll put that into Deep L. Cheeky. Thank you, Wang Wang. Thank you. Different. This is a song he wrote for a concept car. That's cool. What kind of car is it? Oh, it's a. Ah, okay. Understand. Jay's into cars. That's cool. Different vocal layers. I like the song, but I would prefer the vocals. Yeah, I think I talked about how the side pan vocals are a bit quiet because of that, you know? Personal preference. My sister's fave song lyrics compare cars and woman cheating on him, which is just how. I see. I can understand that. He's trying to make it so people can relate, but he also wants to make a song about cars. I can understand that. That grind, you know, that grind set. Trying to appeal to people who like love songs, liking cars, combining them. He wrote the lyrics, that's fine. Song by GT by Citroen. So it's a Citroen GT, a sexy car. I'm going to Google it. Citroen GT. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Look at that, dude. Look at it. Look at that car. It's ridiculous. Look at it. It's so wild, man. I don't know if you can see that. Wow, that's an amazing car. Damn. Look at it. It's such a beautiful vehicle. That looks like a spaceship. It looks like a spaceship, dude. My goodness, I can't fathom that, man. So that's what he might have been writing about. Well, thank you for letting me know. I don't know if I want one of those. That looks, you wouldn't be able to drive anywhere. People will keep going click, click, click and taking photos and stuff like that. You wouldn't get anything done in a Citroen GT. Sexy car. Yeah. I'm glad your sister likes it though. The lyrics is, so you got an A86? Good pick. Just buy one tomorrow. Do you mean buy a car? I kind of had to buy a car today. I had to buy a car today because my one died. My car is not working anymore, so I had to buy a new one. So I've got a new car now. It's okay. It's okay. It's an okay car. Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I wish I could show the video. Maybe we'll see the video sometime with it when YouTube doesn't copyright block my videos because I show it. You can like a Honda. It's okay. It's okay. Nothing wrong with a Honda. Hondas are pretty dope. Around this time, Jay got on news for begging his mother to buy. Hey, I'm glad that Jay has good taste in cars, to be fair. I would like an uncrowded bus, please. I feel you, man. Nothing wrong with buses. Buses are good. I bussed until I was 25. I was a real late bloomer, man. I didn't drive until I was 25. And then I was like, I'm sick of bussing everywhere. The buses where I live aren't that great. So, you know, car driving time. Yeah, electric cars are good. There's a lot of new electric vehicles coming out now, so hopefully you can find one you like. And Martin says this car was shown in EMV. Well, that's good to know. It's a good car, to be fair. It's a good car, to be fair. But yeah, we've got one final song for today, everyone. Superman Can't Fly. Oof, let's go. Big finish. Big finish, guys. Again, the guitar-led songs are the strongest, man, in this one. I did like this one. Actually, did I love it, though? Did I like it or did I love it? I think some of the vocal flow in that was sensational. Okay, well, it's got a similar flow to it. So is this more through composed or something like that? Oh, nice rap flow. Woo! Hey, buddy. Great choice there. I think he's really mastered the art of going between the wide and the main vocals in the center. I think he's absolutely smashing that now. Melodic rapping. Oh, great job with the Moog synths. Sounds nice and warm and fuzzy. I think what's different to what Jay's done in the past with this song is that typically Jay will have the piano and the guitar parts and the drum and the bass, but he won't like sort of litter it with these other electronic sort of elements. And I think what people have been mentioning to me in this album review is that a lot of his fans weren't necessarily happy about these electronic additions, but I think they're really important. I think that there is some stuff you can only really do with synthetic elements, and I think that if you can find a way to amalgamate them into a track like this, you're going to have something really special. And I think that Jay has managed to find that sweet spot. I think he was playing around with it in previous records, but this is very strong. Yep, great stuff. I don't necessarily mind the lack of like a strong lead alternative here. It's kind of nice to have space, as if we're being given an opportunity to consider what we've been told throughout the song. Good job with the plain Foley. That sounds very well mixed. What was that? I love how freeform he is and how much personality he's putting into these tracks. He's very comfortable. He's in a very comfortable place at the moment. Two whoops in a song? Okay, he's doing quite a little whoop. Okay, so the extra sort of angle to this is these layered vocals. What's really special about this? That going around in the background there, how it floats, you know. It's yeah. It's a simple, easy to understand song, but I have a feeling that most of the focus is on the vocals. Nice tight tone on those kit that suits this mood more. Oh, that was a cute chord to finish off. That's got my vote of confidence. I like that choice there. That lead guitar part of the end with that sort of steel string. Smart arpeggio, man. That's dope. That's great. It leaves it unopened, unquit. It's like we haven't found a resolution at the end of this track because it assumes that we're going to have more of Jay. I think that's what that final part of that guitar part is telling us, you know? Superman can't fly. Mother once said not to fuss over. Oh. I don't need a body double when filming the Green Hornet because confidence is the paint I used to draw. Damn, man. Oh, yeah, he really is talking about his history, isn't he? No matter how high the views are, it can hardly outweigh my great ambitions because I no longer require another of that kind of prize in my life. Damn. I cannot point my middle finger at the paparazzi when they are taking photos. Oh, it's a shame that Jay can't do that, man. Like, I can understand the temptation, you know. Oh. Can CNN wait for my English to improve before interviewing me? Oh no, Baba. Oh no. Hollywood's Chinese theater's floor has a lot of hand and footprints. When would I be able to see my palm? Oh no. Yeah, I understand the Superman reference. I understand the Superman reference there. I feel that. Oh no. I understand. He just wants to have his own life, doesn't he? He just wants to have his own life and not be crushed under the expectations of everyone else. I don't mind the focus of the vocals in this track. I don't mind it having a verse chorus structure because of how well the tale is told. Oh. Oh no. Yeah, he's really questioning himself. Am I a singer or a role model? Don't ask me if I have cried because Superman cannot shed tears. That is a deep lyric, man. Wow. That's a heavy line to finish off with, man. Because that's the last line of his album. What are you guys talking about in the chat? What are you guys talking about the chat? Last one is about what he wants to tell us, his hearts, his feelings. I definitely got that. Absolutely. Yeah, I know. I know his music videos are more interesting to watch. The problem is that when we watch the music videos on YouTube, the live stream can get copyright blocked, and it means that we have to stop doing the live stream because nobody can watch it because YouTube interferes when I show the video. Do you know what I mean? I'd be doing that otherwise because I know people enjoy the videos. People really like this track. Its flow of the song's really good. Yep, his rapping flow was really tone. Yeah, I mean, I think that Jay's found a guitar tone that he's really happy with at this point. I think that it's more of his ballad-esque kind of way of approaching it. It's slightly different to the blues style, and I think that makes a lot of sense. Reminds me too much of how men under pressure with the weight of the world on their shoulders. Yeah, I think that's a good point. I mean, I think that a lot of men will be able to relate to that. I'm not trying to say that, you know, how do I say it? I think that showing emotional vulnerability or vulnerability in general can be very difficult for men because a lot of the time I think a lot of men are expected to just tough it out and be strong and not be weak, you know. When actuality, I think men equally as much as women or whoever, you know, I think everyone deserves the opportunity to show vulnerability when it's appropriate, or even when it's not, if they really need help, you know? Because everyone deserves help and support. So I agree with that. Yeah, rather focused on lyrics. I agree, Sirius. This is a recap of the Jay Chou himself as an icon, the contradictions, the public expectations of him. Yep, I feel that. I can hear that in here. It's a recap of his life. Yeah. I mean, like, I can't understand the lyrics natively, so I don't have the same experience as you guys do. But at the same time, I can appreciate the weight of it from how he was singing it and how the rest of the music interacted with that. It's satire piece. Yeah, I can understand the satire part of it. I think also he's just showing a genuine, like, look, I'm not Superman, you know, like, stop. Stop it. Stop with that, man. I just want to be real, you know. I would love to, but I don't know how. I mean, do you mean my subtitles or the subtitles of the song? I try to do the lyrics separately, you know, just so that I don't get too confused and go backwards and forwards and affect the flow of it. I agree. Yeah, it'd be tremendously tiring for Jay. He's worked his ass off, to be fair. You know, he's done a lot of work. Yeah, he needs to. Yeah, I think it was very good for Jay that he took a year off. I think that it was great. This is exactly what I wanted from Jay. Is this, and I do hope that we get more albums from Jay where he can take that time to really refine it and put out the best possible stuff he can. Jean Clark says that movie was kind of bad, though. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I didn't mind it, but I'm not going to pretend that it was the Titanic or Citizen Kane or something like that. It was a good effort, though. You know, good job for Jay to acting in that as well as his other movies. You know, it's worth commending him for. I'm glad that he went back to the way he wanted to sing. I'm glad that he was his own singer. You know, he found his own voice, literally and figuratively. And finally, yeah, it was critical on award shows. I think it was, especially with the putting the middle finger to the crowd. But yeah, basically, it's conclusion time, folks. I'm going to get big. Yeah. Basically, just to conclude, I want to leave the chat there so you guys can see it, maybe. Or maybe I should go big, because we usually do go big. My thoughts on this album. I think this album, as the 10th one that Jay's done, I think this was one of his best albums yet. I'm gonna have to go back and do point scoring and stuff like that for these, but I have a feeling that it's gonna be a very good time revisiting these albums. It's been a long journey for Jay at this point. There aren't a lot of musicians that get to release 10 albums, and Jay has been able to do so, and I think that's worth commending. I think that Jay deserves a lot of respect for that. You know, I respect Jay for being able to have this output, and for coping with all the things associated, like all the stuff we talked about in his last track here. You know, the Superman song. The album talked about stuff about like lost love, like ancient cities, blues, and playing guitar. You know, again his history. There were a lot of different subjects approached, and it was very typical to a lot of his previous albums where he had lots of different subjects approached. I like that. I think it was great. You know, it's good that Jay is still keeping that continuity there. I think that Jay's vocals were some of the best he's had in his entire discography at this point. He's clearly very, very comfortable with his head and chest voice. Great technique. Nice vibrato. He does all the rapping and not only the clean vocals, but the operatic vocals, the boy bandish kind of pad-like sort of barbershop vocals. It's sensational stuff, really. I think that this is one of his best albums for that. I know there's been songs on previous albums where like he's really kind of busted it out, but I think now he's consistent with it. He is consistently incredible with his vocals now. And I think that this is showing his experience as a singer, as a rapper. So it's great. The themes around this track, there were lots of different cool sort of tunes and additions to the back accompaniments as well as that. We had lots of different songs with lots of different lengths. You know, track 7 with the sizzly kind of bombastic drum and bass and kind of filthy sort of the auto tune as well in this album. You know, lots of auto tune on Jay's vocals, and I adore it. I think it's a great shift from what we've had previously, where it was predominantly clean. And again, I understand that not everyone was a massive fan of that. I personally am. I think that it's great that Jay is exploring different types of ways of expressing himself as a singer. I also like the fact that Jay did a great job with the guitar stuff, especially in that blues track where he did the tapping and the solo and everything like that. I think that's awesome. And I think it was nice to have half of the ones piano led or sort of string led or orchestrally led, and half of them guitar led. I think that it's a great direction for Jay to go in. He's clearly a skilled, accomplished pianist, but for him to show that fluidity and that diversity there is extremely appealing. And I look forward to hearing more stuff like that. Sometimes I feel as if the guitar was simply a way of getting a little bit of edginess in tracks, but there was some real musicianship and technical proficiency on display here, especially with some of those fingerstyle parts where you had the hammer-ons and pull-offs and little slide parts and tappy parts. It's really good. The performance with Gary Yang was a fantastic collaboration. They both had slightly, they both had sort of distinguishable voices, harmonized well with each other, and showed that Jay is just as comfortable working with others, at least from a vocal collab perspective, as he is by himself. And, I really think that this is definitely one of Jay's best albums. I'm still really set on number 9. Number 9 is still one of my favorites, but number 10 is a close second, I think. And I think maybe it's because I show a bias towards maybe the electronic elements. Maybe I'm just more... I've grown up with them. I love my EDM and my electronic music. And I'm not going to pretend that each of these is an absolute banger. Like, I really couldn't get behind track number 8. It just didn't elevate me. I think I was spoiled by some of the intricacy and just all the crazy stuff going on some of the previous ones. Like, from an instrumental perspective, it was more of a safe one, and I don't mind Jay making safe tracks because I think he needs to. If Jay is gonna make 10 tracks where I am personally entertained, because my dopamine receptors are absolutely fried at this point. I need so much stimulation when I listen to music in order to really be elevated by it. Just after listening to thousands of songs, after reviewing thousands of songs, should I say. Apart from that one, which I still think is a really good track, and I understand people really enjoy it, everything else for me was a banger. The performances were great, really, really solid. There was not a note out of place, and I'm glad that we did get the orchestras to come in and record those string parts. I think, especially in the 2010, that the VSTs and stuff weren't quite at the point where it sounded as natural as it needed to be able to just not have the orchestra play. Obviously, they're a lot better now, although I'd still prefer musicians to work with orchestras just because classical players deserve the support. And they'll work their asses off for you, Especially because people are using VSTs now, and it's more difficult to find work for orchestras and stuff like that, unless you're doing sort of movie scores or something like that. And even then, you use VSTs for movie scores, so it's really rough. There was so many different layers of different elements and synth pads and sequences and guitars and bass and drums and pianos and strings and traditional elements as well. And all in all, man, the arrangements were complex and vivacious, and we were spoiled. There was no sleeping. There was very little filler. Even the key change, there were no key changes that I disagreed with. It was a solid album from start to finish, bar none, really. The recording, mixing, and mastering was absolutely wonderful. I didn't mind that everything was mastered and mixed like that with the limiting compression. There were no weird resonant frequencies, or it was nice and wide in the stereo field and constant shifts between these positions. So it was kind of dancing around the headphones and even bits of automation where things swept around. The vocal recordings were recorded exquisitely. We had a nice clarity to those, and the filtering, EQing was great. And literally, the only thing I'm sort of complaining about is the way that the drums were recorded, I suppose, in the 8th ones, where I thought the snare sounded a little bit thin, but that could just be a sort of an arrangement and compositional choice as much as a production technique. If that's what Jay wanted, that's fine. It's more of a subjective sort of thing for me. But really, if you look at an album like this and there's only an issue with one of the drum sounds, it's predominantly a positive review, and I've got nothing but love for it. I mean, yeah, 10th album. This gives me hope for the next 5. I know that the 15th, the most recent one, it's strong. You know, I listened to the greatest works or something like that, I think, as part of a reaction video, and I look forward to reviewing that again once we get to it in April next year. We still have 5 more albums, including that one, to go, and we do them on the first Saturday of every month. In fact, live streams at the moment are every month, so I mean, every week on Saturdays. So next week is going to be the SP Patron fan request. I need to talk to people about that. I'm going to put a post up on that on the Patreon today. But I think it's just easier to do live streams on Saturdays at this point in time, just because it means that people just there's no gaps, and people just know there's a live stream, and there'll be variety, and then we have an album review after that. I'm working on some other stuff too, but I won't get into that now. Most importantly, I want to thank everyone here. Thank you to you, Shredders. Thank you for watching this live stream, this review of Jay Chou's 10th album, The Era. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this album review, please do go and show Jay Chou some love via their various social medias and his Spotify page. And stay cool and stay safe. And please remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. And I will catch you guys in the next live stream, which will be fan requests next week, next Saturday, okay? Spiderhands out. Thank you very much for your time. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend. Go do some fun stuff. Go for a run. Go listen to some great music. Go listen to some great tunes, all right? 3, 2, 1, boom.